The Faces Podcast, brought to you by Telehelping.
But before I get too far down that rabbit hole, please, Chris, for those who are listening, tell us who we're chatting with here today.
Yep, my name's Chris Flammang. I live in Southwest Florida, the Sarasota, Bradenton area. Married, have 4 kids, all teenagers. And I have a business with another guy, a really good friend of mine I've known for 25 years. We're in financial services, employ 10 people under our practice, and we serve a lot of mass affluent business owner clients, people that are trying to put money aside for their futures and making a lot of big decisions about what to do with their resources and their assets and don't want to mess it up. So now's kind of a timely conversation with all the tariff stuff going on. I am not going to be assessing the tariff to this podcast, Cody.
That's why I invite. That's why I invite. Well, all right. Well, let's go ahead and close. Cancel.
Right. I'm not. No tariffs on this podcast.
Well, listen. I've had some edgy conversations. And it's okay. And we have a variety of folks who come on from all different backgrounds, political views, and everything. Just so everyone knows, I'm in support of the tariffs. I think sometimes you got to break an egg to make an omelet, and that's coming from a trader. And to be honest with you, the tariffs, they've cost me money. Right? Yeah. They've got. You see this little red screen behind me? That thing goes down all day. So long-term impact big, but short-term has its opportunities as well. Yep. So Sarasota, what are you doing besides helping people avoid the impact of the financial markets and things like that? What do you do for fun?
A lot of my world is revolved around my family because I still have kids that live at home. So their activities, I'm very invested in that. I consider one of my biggest responsibilities as a human is being a parent. And so that's, other than my marriage to my wife, that's my biggest responsibility. And we'll get into that maybe a little bit later, but I want to make sure that the proper time and also the proper priority is given to the things that really matter in life. So a lot of that stuff revolves around spending time with my kids, investing in them and their activities. If I do have some extra moments, I do like to golf, although that can be time consuming and it's a little maddening. And I picked up the bass guitar about 3 years ago, and I like to read a lot. I like music, and then I really enjoy friendships, investing in friendships and people.
No, that is very important. I count wealth by relationships myself. And so some of the greatest connections I have that blossomed the friendship have made the greatest amount of wealth. And so, and it all started by having a genuine interest in somebody, and that's interesting because one thing I recently said is, I like playing